With love letters, I offer unadulterated, heartfelt gratitude to the writers, actors, comedians, and artists of all variety who have made this world richer through the light of their brilliance. Love letters is a way for me to say thank you to these luminaries, to honor what is best in us all, and to shine a light on the people who help us rise. I offer you love letters for all these reasons, but also for the simple reason that this world is too free with critique and too stingy with compliment. And now, my 14th love letter, a letter for Jon Ronson. Dear Jon Ronson, first and foremost, thank you for your voice, the accent, the cadence, the delivery, the timing, all so entrancing. Your speech, like a sonorous, luminous lullaby, as your stories delve into the places where complexity and confusion and humanity reside. Thank you for the DSM, 886 pages of 374 mental disorders, for the compulsion to diagnose your own, for dreams where people declare you a failure, and for your thoroughness in having both anxiety and malingering. Thank you for Tony at Broadmoor and for your visit to that place for the criminally insane, all sweatpants and medicated docility, except for Tony in a pinstriped suit, an outfit to convince of sanity. Thank you for your meditations on what is normal and what is not, for the truth that it is harder to convince you are sane than to convince you are crazy, and for the fascinating question, how does one sit in a sane way? Thank you for bumblebees sniffing out explosives, for yawning as a sign of anxiety, for Tony's assertion that everyone's a bit psychopathic, and for your conclusion that to stitch people together with only their hardest, outermost edges is to forget the gray areas where the soft, tangled fullness of our humanity is found. Thank you for the shaming brain as simple and primal, for the self-righteous glee of annihilating others in social media's mutual approval machine, and for we the people become hanging judges, kicking people who are already on the floor. Thank you for forcing us to consider the impact of our words and for the ability to press send and dismantle a life. Thank you for favoring people over ideology, for your assertion that we are clever and stupid, and for the internet as a place where to survive we must be silent, or at the very least, a variant of cat-loving blandness. Thank you for your musings on spam bots and what it means to seize an identity and commandeer the content of a life. Thank you for papier-mâché effigies and owls, for conspiracy and lies and power. Thank you for men who stare at goats, the mystical and the military, for a man's reach exceeding his grasp, and for the questionable demise of goat number 17. Thank you for Frank Sidebottom, for disguise and anguish, and for questions of art as commodity when what you're selling is your own pain. Thank you for your TED Talks, podcasts, books, and interviews, which is just another way of saying thank you for encouraging empathy when it's hardest, for learning how to cut people slack when they've done something stupid, and how to hold to account, for seeing the entirety when blind hatred is much easier, and for exemplifying how to walk in another's shoes even when we don't want to. Thank you for nuance and gray areas and moderation, for the way you push up your sleeves and run a hand through your hair when you're at a lectern. Thank you for your humor and appreciation of the ridiculous, your keen eye and penchant for introspection, your writing incisive and imaginative, your glorious strangeness, and your undeniable brilliance. Thank you for inviting us all to revel in the mystery and desolation and beauty and hilarity and terror of human existence. With immense gratitude for the way you investigate and reveal, stitching together truths with the lyricism of stories, like a medieval monk who stitches innermost and outermost aspects together and shows us ourselves by showing us whole worlds and whole people. Thank you, Jon Ronson. All my best, Sarah D. Little. Up next, Sarah Waters.